I'm joined this afternoon by Spencer Maughan, who's an Australian expat now living in Silicon Valley. In Silicon Valley, he's a consultant to venture capitalists. When he's not doing that, he's launched a new Facebook application, which is a cause-based game. Very interesting. Another example of an Australian innovator doing a very entrepreneurial thing, as well as anyone, if not better than anyone else in the world. I think it's fair to say. Spencer, tell me, what is a cause-based game?
Well, it's a good question, and it's sort of a new genre in Facebook applications or in web-based gaming. And at the centre of these games, there's usually some sort of social good, social cause that's being supported. So there's ones that support climate change or hunger and so on and so forth. And so we're developing a game which has at its centre the cause of malaria and helping to save children in Africa who are dying from this terrible disease.
So firstly, what's it called?
So it's called Fight Malaria.
Fight Malaria, a very clear name.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so, very memorable for anyone who wants to fight malaria. And it's currently, it'll be available from next week, for anyone who uses Facebook.
That's right, yeah.
And if they wanted to find it on Facebook, what would they need to do?
Right, so it's really straightforward. It's the same as any other application on Facebook, but in case you haven't used the application part of Facebook before, you can actually go to applications on Facebook. If you search that in Google, it will come up. And you have a search field. You can put in Fight Malaria, the title of the game. It will then come up as a link. You click on that, and then it will tell you a bit about it and describe the game to you. There'll be a button to say install, and you'll get a pop-up window saying allow. You allow it, and boom, you have it.
Sounds complicated for people who don't use Facebook. For people who use Facebook, it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
Now the purpose is to fund drugs to fight malaria. We could talk about it all afternoon. However, I think it might just be sensible to jump on the computer and let's have a go, yeah?
I think that makes great sense. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so here we are. This is the alpha test version. It's not live yet.
That's right.
So if anyone comes on here next week or the week after, it might be a little bit different.
A little bit different. All the functionality will be the same, but yeah, some visual changes maybe.
Okay, so quite simply, here we are on the Fight Malaria cause-based game on Facebook. What is the aim of the game, Spencer?
Right, so it's, there's two aims, I guess. There's sort of the gaming side, and that is you are managing a small village, and you are trying to attract a bunch of characters and collect them, and they're called pukus. And you're also trying to amass your store of the virtual currency called puku pebbles, which can be used to buy all sorts of additional things for your village. So that's sort of one side. And the other side, of course, is to have an impact and raise real-life drug donations to save kids from malaria in Africa. But if we just look at the game side now, you can see some of those features that I was talking about in terms of the characters, which you're in the village space now and you can see them all.
So quite simply, this is my village, and I have Sam as a sports lover, and is forever running around the village kicking a ball.
That's right, yeah.
We have our good mate Tangerina Jolie, who loves coming to the Puku village together with her family,
Yeah.
taking some people away maybe. Puku pebbles up here, that's the currency I see.
That's right, yeah.
And up here as well too, this looks like some important information here. Drug doses raised 4, total lives saved times 7.
That's right, so that's sort of the other side of the game, showing how many real life drug doses you've raised, this player's raised, which is 4, or the total lives saved by everyone playing this application. As I said, we've only got about 12 alpha testers right now, so it's a pretty good hit rate.
Yeah. And I also noticed, I was playing this a little bit earlier, and the village news told me that the Pukus wanted me to throw a party, get them some party supplies. Now, I did actually go into a shop and buy them some party supplies.
You did, and you can see that down below the village, actually. If you keep on scrolling down, you'll see your items down here that have been bought. And if you scroll to the right, you'll see your party supplies there and a button under it saying use now.
Okay, well, I'm going to use them, and that will be lots of fun.
Yep, and if you go back to the village news ticker, you'll see the party was a big hit.
Your Pukus danced until sundown. That's awesome.
Well done. So a second part of this, I guess, is wanting to raise more, more pukus, get more in your village. So you can click on the Get Pukus button.
Get Pukus. Oh, so this is I'm populating my village here.
Yep. And then there's a whole bunch that are free, and then other ones that cost different amounts of puku pebbles. And you might have to get more puku pebbles, to actually invite that puku to your village.
So George Goonie can come sometimes to hang out with Tangerina Jolie, but it looks like he might cost me some puku pebbles.
Yep.
Masamba is free. Tanisha is free. Bill is 30 puku pebbles and the like.
The very cerebral Saskia is 100 Puku Pebbles. She's obviously very smart.
She is.
She costs a lot for
She does.
for
But she's
intelligence.
a good addition to your village.
A good addition to the village.
So the other part to this, then, once you can get those, and
Ooh.
so this is one of the viral mechanisms you can actually publish to your Twitter account
Look at this.
if you have one. So you just put in your username and password, and then that would be automatically published. So it'll be a tweet.
I
on
do
your
have
feed.
one, and I'd love to use it now, but I don't want to write my password in front of everyone using the screen. So I'm going to hit close.
Fair enough.
So there's lots of things like that within this, isn't there? There's lots of different places where you can send a Puku to a friend, or you can, I saw a little bit down here, send a challenge Pukus. So that's to get other people fired up about using the Fight Malaria cause-based game.
Yep, that's right, and to help encourage people to make that impact and raise a drug donation.
And so if I want to raise more Puku Pebbles, get more Puku Pebbles, I think I could go. I guess I'd go here, get Puku Pebbles,
That's right.
and it would get more Puku Pebbles, and here it is, with a lot of
So
opportunities to spend some money with advertisers or participate in free surveys.
that's right. Exactly right, James. You can get more Puku Pebbles by filling out these advertising offers. You clicked on the free ones, so that won't cost you anything except some time and maybe a little bit of spam down the line, but you'll get the virtual currency that way. Of course, above all this, you can directly pay using your Visa or PayPal or anything like that if you want to avoid the advertising side of
So,
things.
for example, here, your opinion counts. I could fill out a survey. I would score 438 new Puku Pebbles, and with those Puku Pebbles, I could buy things for my village, or I could
exactly.
uh,
Invite other Pukus to
other
your village
Pukus
that
to
were more
join my
expensive.
village that are more expensive. And when I do that, and the more I play on this site, the more drug doses I can raise,
That's right.
which equates to lives saved.
Live save, that's right. And you do, if you the more you play, the more often you log in, you do get bonus Puku Pebbles for logging in and things like this, and for sending invitations to friends. So you can also amass more currency in that sense. But as you said, you can also accelerate your impact in terms of the drug donations by clicking on the Save Lives button, which you can see just below the header. There's a tab for Save Lives. And it's also reiterated down the side on the village page. And if you click on that, it's very similar to the other page you saw. You can buy drug doses just using your credit card or PayPal, or you can again do advertising offers, and there's a lot of free ones that you can do. So again, it won't cost you anything except a bit of your time, and you'll be able to raise those drug donations to save kids.
And it looks like it'd be very viral too, the moment that you start inviting friends and tracking your impact. And,
that's right.
and sending challenges and the like.
Yep, so that you and your network can save lives, have fun, and most importantly be able to transparently track it. We provide updates on when the drugs are purchased, distributed, and things like that to you, so that you really know and can feel your impact that you're making.
There we have it, folks. Another Australian entrepreneur doing very interesting things, highly innovative. Thanks so much for your time, Spencer.
Look, thank you for taking the time, James, and thank everyone out there that listened to this. I hope that you enjoy playing Fight Malaria.
Get online, fight malaria.